Hi everyone, it's Karen here. Day 14 of our 24 days of tags. And here we've got something lovely and bright, but really simple. As time approaches, you might be getting a bit pushed for time. So I thought this tag would lend itself to a card that you could easily batch make, etc. We're using Christmas Eve stamp. In the background, this lovely script. It's a beautiful script and it's called See a Fairy. I've got the lovely stencil leaf trails, so soft and delicate and elegant. So that will give us some lovely extra texture in the background there. I'm using some water splatters around the edge. For my stamping, I've got VersaFine Clear Nocturne. I've got Green Oasis for my sentiment. To create the colour, I've got Distress Oxides in Mauve Lawn with my lovely stencil brush. And then I'm using some liquid pearls to decorate our tree. Mint green, key lime, pumpkin, baby blue and daffodil, but any colours would do. And then I've just done a tiny bit of colouring at the bottom of the tree. So we will get started. As always, the size of my tag is 6.5 centimetres by 12.5 centimetres. And I've just added a coordinating coloured ribbon, which is 34 centimetres in length. I've just angled the edges, and when you fold it in half, I think it creates a well-proportioned size to my tag. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to ink up our Christmas Eve stamp with Nocturne. It's a pretty solid stamp, so we do want to make sure that it's well inked using this tap, tap, tapping motion. And then I'm just going to place this, giving ourselves a tiny bit of space at the bottom and either side of the tree. Lovely. And then we're going to go straight on with our leaf trail stencil and pick up Mauve Lawn. Using this lovely soft stencil brush, pick up a bit onto my brush. I'm not going to bother to tape this stencil down because it's only going to be in place for a very short time. And then using a circular motion as always, I'm just going to create some texture around our tree. So there, you can see that's so soft and lovely. It's much better to go in softer and then build up the depth of colour that you want, as opposed to going in too hard. It's much harder to take it off. So there we have our stenciling, and now I'm just going to go back in with exactly the same colour. This is a piece of acetate. If you haven't seen me use it before, I just use it over my work to make sure that any of my inky mess on my fingers is not transferred to my design. And you can see now I'm just creating some colour, and because we placed that stencil down first, we're going to get that lovely texture in the background. And you can build it up and make it as dark as you like. Now I'm actually just going to get my smoothie and make the edges a bit more prominent. So that way your entire tag is really framed. And you'll see when we do the water splatters, that'll give us some extra texture as well. I'm getting a bit of fluff on this card. That's from my smoothie. These smoothies are obviously well loved. I do wash them every couple of months in the washing machine, but these are certainly well used and well loved, so they're starting to disintegrate there. But that is after a great deal of use. It sees through my workshops, etc. Okay, and now we're going to pop our sentiment in the background. We've got Green Oasis, and I'm just going to ink up this beautiful stamp, Believe in the Magic as Fairies Do. And using a separate piece of paper, I'm just going to stamp it off once. Once would have been fine. I wasn't sure if I'd done it twice in the past. So stamp off once and onto our tag. And again, stamp off once. Voila. So because there's quite a lot of solidity in this stamp, you can just stamp straight across it. Usually we sort of move around the edge of the main design, but this works pretty well. And that's worked really well too, because I've got See a Fairy, Make a Wish right at the bottom, as if it were planned that way. Now, I'm just going to create some water splatters around the edge of my tag. So to do that, I'm just going to pop a bit of water from my spritzy bottle into my hand, tap the first bit off, and then I'm just going to clap all the way around the edge of the tag. And then dab it off. It's not very dramatic, but it's just a bit of extra texture. And then we're going to have fun with our liquid pearls, and obviously you can choose any colours. There's random smoothies in the way. You can choose any colours that you like. Just talking about liquid pearls versus glossy accents, which some people use. They are lovely. They create a bit more of a raised edge. They take longer to dry though, and so I prefer the colour range that the liquid pearls offers. And then I've just chosen a variety of colours. I chose a bright yellow to give me some extra pop, and then some more subtle colours for the rest of the Christmas tree. So as always, you'll see me take a tiny bit off. That enables me to decide how much pressure I need to apply to get the relevant size dot that I want. And if you press down harder, then the liquid pearls squishes towards the paper and you don't get such a raised dot. So I'll just fill in all these baubles and stars on the tree. Completely random. I'm not overthinking this. You can see how quickly I'm going to do this. Just picking up different places, picking in different sized baubles. This is a fabulous little stamp. So you can see what I did there, as I had a bit of trouble with with this pumpkin here. It was really solid. So I always keep this little pot of pins. These are aluminium pins to hand for that very reason, to just give it a bit of a poke to move the dried paint or liquid in the tube. That unjams it and you can get going. And you also saw at the end I had a blob of mint green that I just picked up a tiny bit of the excess with the edge of that pin. And then at the bottom of my tree, I've got some presents, and I've just coloured these in with various colours. Colours don't matter. They don't need to match your baubles either. And actually, I guess if I was going to do this again, I would probably do the colouring before the baubles. Apologies for that. And then we're not going to be too careful here because the detail is all in the stamp, and you're just going to create a bit of colour at the bottom on these presents. I haven't been too careful about the shading or anything, but I've just, and again, I don't want them to be too overpowering because the tree is my focal point here. So there we go. Now we can just punch a hole in the top, thread our ribbon through. Thanks so much for watching. I'd love to see what you make. Bye for now.